Okay, y'all, so you're in studio with me, and I'm working on a CD that will be an EP, and that I will use in my Sisters in Christ conference and also just sales. And this is the microphone that I am singing on. This is a headset and control board. And then you look into there, and that's where your coach is and your I started to say mixologist. That's where your sound man is. And you can see there's a double door here so that when you close it, there's absolute, it's so silent. It's like weird. So anyway, and then, so in here, this is where a lot of the musicians actually plug in. Here's for a drum kit. And then you got amps for both the bass, guitars. We're going to have some bands that come in, do some fiddle work, dobro, guitars. There's all kinds of percussion stuff. So you guys can see all this. There's the window. There we go. Hey, the sound man is in here. His name is Jonathan. There's another sound room. This is the big sound room. There is Jonathan and Lance, and they are working on the mix, and then they'll eventually master it. And whenever you bring someone in, that's listening while you're recording or whatever, they can sit right here. These beautiful velvetized chairs. And what seems like just this big production is really this artist right here turning it into what you want it to be. Our darling Jonathan, who we adore, and he's the best that there is. The name of the studio is Real to Real, like real, R-E-A-L, like a real environment, to real, which is like a reel of sound, R-E-E-L. Will Turpin is the son of Bill Turpin. This is his studio, and Will Turpin's a member of Collective Soul, and this right there is their million copies. And it says the cassette and CD, hints, allegations, and things left unsaid. And then this board right here is just different artists that have signed when their project was finished or whatever. Because you really get close to these guys because you spend a lot of time with them. You have a lot of respect for their gift. Look, Jonathan, I wrote that right there. What a coach. What an engineer. What a coach. Thank you. Bice, Bonnet, Buchanan, and Robinson. And that's actually from a few years ago. I didn't date it. I wish I had. But, so anyway, this is the studio front, as you can see. Different awards that they've won. He's back there mixing. Do y'all find this interesting? And here is where the business happens at the desk, where you pay. And this is where the musicians hang out in between, which is the kitchen. And look what we brought. My darling husband, he's so smart. He brought these Chick-fil-A nuggets, lemonade, sweet and unsweet tea, and of course sauce. And so we have been enjoying that. Y'all, my hair is just crazy from having the headset on. I worked so hard on it. Now it's just all messed up, So anyway, oh, there's the picture of Collective Soul. This is Bill Turpin's son. I can't remember which. So y'all may have seen this before. I think the one that is his son is this guy right here. It's Will, and he's the drummer, I think. Oh, there's their award. There's their award that they got. Yep. Certified platinum. They went platinum, you guys. I never went that big. Also, Kansas is recorded here. For those of you who are older, you'll know who Kansas is. So there's just a lot of big bands that have been in this studio, and so I'm very honored to even get to be a part of this. Thank God for my husband, because he's the one that pushes me. And he's the one that said, he really ought to go ahead and do an EP which is, I think, extended play. And what it means is you've got I don't know why they call it extended play, because it seems like it would be less like LP play. For my hair is stuck in my earring. If you're wondering what I'm doing, it's pulling my hairs. But isn't that a pretty earring, by the way? That's my husband gave me these, and they're so sparkly. Those are Swarovski. I said it right for the first time. Crystal, do you want to have a nugget together? They don't need sauce. So good. So good. But, so, now that I'm finished, you wash your dishes, because you're not at somebody, you're not at your own home. Actually, I wash my dishes at my home. But, you know, you just be respectful that this is someone's place of business, but it feels so homey, like, you know, it's so weird. It feels like, look at my bangs. I need a haircut so bad. Like, one of the things I'm fixing to do is make some phone calls. And one of them is a nail appointment because, hello, is that long enough for you? Look at the red color. It does not match what I'm wearing at all. It was, you know, as usual, French white. What else do I ever do? But then I paint over it. What am I doing right now? I'm getting ice. Getting ice. Because I'm fixing to get back on the road. And there's some unusual Pokemon in the area. I will tell you that as well. I went to the fill-in station and it said there is a new region of Pokemon that have been found. And so I was like, well then, I'll have to have some of them. And, oops. The lemonade is so tart. I love it. And, we're gonna leave all this with them because that's kind of part of it, you know, just leave the good stuff for the guys that are doing the work, and take care of them. Always feeding people is a nice thing to do. If you're ever thinking, what's a good deed that I could do? Sometimes just bringing someone a Chick-fil-A. And I'm not just saying that because I work for Chick-fil-A. Most people in their right mind love Chick-fil-A, and I'm not kidding. They really do. And so you probably can't go wrong getting someone a Chick-fil-A as a present. A Chick-fil-A sandwich, hold on. There we go. I just made myself what people call an Arnold Palmer. And it's where you take sweet tea and lemonade, or you can take, if you're watching your diet, because it is high cal, because it's real lemons, and sugar and water. That's it, it's all natural. And it's it's freshly squeezed every day, I should say. But the bottom line is, if you want to make it a little less caloric, you can always mix things with diet, whatever, like unsweet tea or diet lemonade, and you can still have, you know, really good beverage or food or whatever it is. I'll just use the drummed down version so you don't have so much sugar in your diet. Sugar's good for you, and your brain absolutely needs it to function, but it needs protein as well. So I might have to eat another one of these little proteins. It's delicious and nutritious. And you have to have a little of this, right? Okay. So, all that being said, I just thought that you guys might enjoy coming in studio with me. And I don't know how many LPs or EPs we're going to be producing. I do invite you to the Sisters in Christ conference. It will be in Georgia. So I know those of you who don't live in Georgia, you're like, wee. Right now I don't have any way, if somebody wanted to get one of my CDs, I don't have any way for you to pay for them, but they're only $5. Maybe I'll make it part of a giveaway. How about that? Would that be something nice for you? I hope so. Look how sparkly my little butterfly shirt is. It's not sparkling. Is it now? No? No? Oh, well, it's all sequins. I don't know why it's not sparkling. Come on. So, I love you guys, and I just thought I'd include you guys like I do in everything. Y'all really do mean a lot to me, getting to talk to you and to share with you and see your comments back. I know I have not been commenting back. I've been reading a lot, and I need to get on the computer one night after I trim these, because it's so hard to type when your nails are this long. This is so long. Look, as long as a thing. It's longer than a thing. Okay. But gosh, those are long. And look how knobby my fingers are getting. Arthritis, you know, whatever. You live a little, you're gonna have some knobbiness. Y'all, I'm sorry, it is the best food. Chick-fil-A is the best food. Okay. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.